What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Big E Smallz podcast. I'm here with my co-host Eli. I'm Ray. As you can see, we're kind of missing EJ. Things got a little busy for him, so everything is all good. He just has to take care of a few things. We will have him back next week. We are gonna have him out for a couple episodes, but EJ, if you're seeing this, just do your thing. You already know we're backing you up in any way, shape, or form. You feel me?
Of course, buddy.
First and foremost, as always, make sure you guys like the video if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and make sure you hit that notification bell so you never miss a hit. Now, we're going to get into a few things today. I know in the last episode we kind of got into the whole it's football season and it's here. It's here.
I'm excited.
It's
I'm
here.
excited.
First and foremost, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Yeah?
I'm ready to watch some football.
You locked in?
I'm locked in.
Yeah, I know your boys got a big game today.
Big game today. You know, I got them -2.5.
Okay.
Let's see if they can cover.
All right. Now, obviously, by the time you guys get this episode, it's going to be Monday, so it's going to be a day later. But our respective teams have they got a huge game.
Yeah.
We got a big game as well, but I don't think there's any competition in that game. But what I do want to get into first is a comment that, and you know what? Let me Google his name. But Caleb, which is the USC starting quarterback, right? I believe it was his father,
Okay.
Caleb Williams. His father made a comment the other day that I saw somewhere. Maybe I should have had that here, but anyways. Oh, here it is. But his father kind of made a comment, and I believe it was his father. Yeah, prompted his father to speak out about his issues with the structure of the NFL draft. He kind of went into it, and he said something about the way the system is constructed. You go to the worst possible situation. That's kind of what he said. He said more, but basically what he was trying to say is, we all know he's practically the number one pick.
Yeah.
Depending on who's going to have that number one pick, they're going to decide if he goes into the draft or he backs out and just goes another year in college.
What do you think? Because I kind of agree with him.
So I do yes, I agree with it as well. Because at the end of the day, you kind of have to put yourself in the position, in a winning position, I guess, so to speak, You don't want to, you're dominating college football right now, or one of the players that is dominating college football right now, right? And right now, your mentality, probably in high school as well, is winning. You don't want to go into, and no offense to any teams that I name, but you don't want to say like Houston. You don't want to go into Houston and now you're losing 14 games a year.
Yeah.
Also, maybe his dad is right. Depending on the situation they're in, again, I'm just going to name Houston. Houston's probably not a good fit for the type of quarterback that he is. Maybe he fits better in like San Francisco or Las Vegas, whatever the case may be. Whoever the first team that's picking, the first team that has the first overall pick, might not be a good fit for him.
Yeah, no.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm cool with that. It's kind of, I don't even know. Because I kind of want to say it's kind of like in the NBA. It's kind of like giving power to the players, but I don't even know if that's really a power on him. Because I know the NFL can really get petty with some of the stuff that they could do. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say he does stay a year, and the next year they might sabotage his whole draft, his whole draft stock. For all we know,
and he could drop. Yeah, I mean, it's hard because, like we talked about last episode, it's just putting yourself in a position to be successful.
Right.
So, choosing him being the number one pick, you also want to be in a spot where I am gonna produce. I am gonna play the same way. We've seen a lot of quarterbacks that have high value get to a team and not perform. So he has high expectations for himself, and he wants to be put in a position like a Joe Burrow got put in a position with the Bengals, and other quarterbacks to go ahead and do the same thing. I think did he speak up upon it himself, or was it his dad? I feel like if he came out and said it, I think it would have been a lot more respectable.
Let me see.
Rather than...
I haven't really seen anything. Sorry, I'm cutting you off here. I haven't really seen anything that Caleb says particularly. It seems like it's just like his dad. Yeah. I'm not really seeing...
Only because I feel like I can see where people can probably take offense and like, dude, you're the number one draft pick. like, how about you speak upon yourself as
Mhm.
a grown man, as you're growing up to be. That's a situation, a big situation that it's gonna be upon you.
Yeah, for
Like
sure.
you being the number one pick, like that's a big decision for your life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And for your goals. So I feel like, hey, Caleb, like speak up for yourself. Even though I do think your dad is right, say that in a press conference if that gets brought up. Like, hey, it's only because X, Y, and Z, and we're gonna leave it at that. I'm here to play football
Right.
and cut it off.
Yeah, yeah. No, I'm with you. You definitely, you don't want to, especially the caliber of player that he is. You definitely don't want to just like leave it up to your dad or your agent or whatever. You might want to speak up a little bit, even if you don't want to give up too much information. Just be like, hey, man, he said what he said. I stand by what he said. I kind of whatever. Just say whatever the case may
Yeah.
be, but kind of let us know that you're on the same boat. You know, you kind of have the same mentality. That is not just third party people in your circle just talking out of their mouth. You know what I'm saying? What's kind of interesting though, I recently saw an episode of Agent Zero. I forgot what it was called. But Rich Paul was on it. Amazing episode. If you guys haven't watched the episode, if you haven't watched the episode, it's a must watch. Rich Paul drops a lot of gems, but one particularly that really stuck out to me, and it kind of flows with what we're talking about, Caleb Williams, is Rich Paul. You know, he is in the industry. To him, what he wants to do is, I don't care about getting the first round pick, the first overall pick, you know, the second overall pick, but he does care about putting his, I guess, player. I don't really know what to call him. In the best position possible for them. He made a comment, and I could be wrong, but I'm kind of paraphrasing, that he has gotten phone calls or he's been in NBA drafts where a particular team has called and he would literally say, "Don't waste your time. We're not going there. We already made up our mind here. Don't waste your pick on us. We're not going to play. You know, go scheme on another player. We're going here."
Wow.
I can't really remember the player. Again, I'm paraphrasing, so please do not quote me. But as harsh as that could be, because you know that player could still be a very transcending and game-changing player for whatever team, I still think it's right because what if they just don't fit? You know, one thing that he did say in that is a perfect example is Michael Gilchrist. Excuse me.
Yeah.
He got drafted by the Hornets. He said what the Hornets wanted him to do was kind of like an every play, here's the ball, you know, do your thing out there kind of player, and that's not what he was. He was, you know, he was a high jumper. He was a fast break player. He thought Michael should have went to like a Golden State, where it's a high caliber offense where they're running up and down. Excuse me, he can really benefit from the fast breaks and stuff like that. So he might just be selling himself, but I thought he made a lot of sense in his case of, listen, I'm here to get my player to the best possible position for his career.
Yeah.
I don't care what I don't care about the draft money or the bonus that they get. I don't care about the pick. If I think my player, yes, he might be a first overall caliber player. You know what? And if you're first, I think it did mention if you're first overall, go get your money because I think it's a lot of money you get to be the first pick. But if we can slide you to the third or fourth pick and you can, in the long run, get max contracts because that's a better pick for you and it's really going to benefit you, then that's where my job comes in. And I think that's kind of what plays a role with what Caleb Williams' dad is kind of saying, and I agree. I mean, I don't see why not.
Hey, Rich Paul, dude, if you do anything with baseball and if I get there, I'm calling you. I am calling you. Do some research on baseball. Let me know where to land.
Yeah, yeah. I'm thinking like who needs a first baseman? Um,
I don't know.
like Boston. All right. Anyways, um, nothing else on Rich Paul.
Nah, I think you hit a lot of good points. I don't think I even need to say anything else about that. I really don't.
Okay.
I really don't.
EJ, do you have anything to say about this? Oh, yeah, my bad. I forgot. Um, again, EJ, if you're watching this, I hope everything is well. We all know that your schedule is kind of tight, but we can't wait to have you back. Get back soon.
That's a fact. That is.
All right. Now we are gonna segue into probably the biggest topic in the last 2 weeks. Not even just this weekend. In the last 2 weeks. But we are going to break down Coach Prime and his Colorado football team and what they are doing right now for the college football scene. Yeah. Yeah. They are.
Oh boy.
I don't even know what to say, bro.
Yeah, they're electrifying. They are fun to watch. They're really fun to watch.
They are super fun to watch. That TCU game was pretty good.
Yeah.
They just won against Nebraska, and I
Yup.
thought that game started pretty tough too.
Yeah.
It was like 0-0
It was
almost
a little
into the
rocky.
halftime. Yeah, but yo, what do you think about this culture that Coach Prime is bringing in? Like, what do you think about Colorado?
So, I feel like at first, him going there, everyone was a little skeptical, and they weren't really bought in on how he, I guess, operates as a team. Um, and what he did in the culture of that team. He brought that same energy from his last football team to this football team, and it's just a culture, it's just a buy-in. And I feel like every player that's in there is bought into him. And I feel like Colorado, like if he stays there for the next 10 years, he is going to build something really big in that franchise. Right. Like, I don't know. These past 2 games, everyone's like, dude, they're playing like phenomenal football, and everybody's like bought in as a fan because you wait to see the performance and you see the outcome. But he said, "Hey, we're gonna do that, in the training camp. We're gonna get ready. We're gonna do this. We're gonna show them and prove to them, this is why you came here to play football." So I'm excited. Man, Travis Hunter, man, what do you think about him? He's whoo. That team, man.
What can't you think of, Travis Hunter?
Yeah,
But
does it all.
right before I get to him, though, I do want to speak on Coach Prime's son, Shedeur. And sorry if I'm chopping your name up, Shedeur Saunders. Listen, it's crazy to say this, right? Because if you check his stats, there is no reason he should be in the shadows, like in the back burner, right? But Shedeur is going nuts,
Yeah.
right? Now, yes, you're hearing about it because it is Shedeur and it is Coach Prime's son, so we're going to hear
Yeah.
about it. But in my opinion, it's kind of like you hear about Colorado, you hear about Coach Prime, you hear about Travis, right? Then you Travis and Shedeur, you can kind of interchange. But it's like, for what he's doing, we should be talking about Shedeur a little bit more, right? His numbers, and I think yesterday against Nebraska, well, by the time you guys get this video 2 days ago, he went for like 350 plus yards,
Stupid.
like 400 touchdowns, and I don't think he has an interception.
Not yet.
You know what I'm saying? And right, dude is balling out of his mind, and I don't really. I'm trying to think here. Obviously, besides Caleb Williams,
Yeah.
I don't really see. Oh, I know that kid from Texas is balling. I forgot his name, the quarterback from Texas. Those are the 3 quarterbacks right now in college football that are like,
They're locked in.
yeah. I know Bo Nix in Arizona. Why the freak? I try to combine Aragon
And Arizona.
and Arizona, and almost said Aragona. Bo Nix out in Oregon. I said Aragon too. Oregon. He's doing really good now. Oregon has always been a freaking high power offense.
Yeah.
Like, they're scoring 70 almost every game. But Bo Nix, I know. I think it's his second or third year in college right now. So obviously he's settling in. But Caleb Williams, Shedeur Saunders, and the kid from Texas, I don't know your name, they're going off. But Shedeur, man,
He's making a name for himself.
his teammate Travis Hunter is like, yo, he's gonna be in the Heisman talks.
Yeah.
He's gonna be in the Heisman talks. Do you see anything from Shedeur that you really like? Like, or do you see something like, yo, honestly, he's playing well, but I know he played Nebraska. I know he played TCU, which was the runner-up last year. You know, these are big schools. But do you think there's anything or any part of Shedeur's game that a team like Texas, Alabama could probably like really bring out?
Honestly, it's really that O-line is really helping him out.
Okay.
Because he's able to sit in the pocket and really dissect the defense. But then we can't forget, like, he's elusive in the pocket too at times. And he's looking downfield, which I think is very key as a young quarterback. To be able to, all right, I got to move out of the pocket, but I'm still looking downfield. I don't have to run right away. I think that's very big and very key for him if he makes it into the NFL.
He's a tall player too, right? I don't even know how tall he is, but these kind of players, even though the NFL's kind of transitioning,
Yeah.
these kind of players low key scare me. You know,
Yeah.
I started watching football when everybody, the Peyton Mannings, the Tom Brady's, everybody was pretty much a like premier pocket passer. Yeah, they could
Yeah.
probably be mobile here and there, but they weren't really running.
Yeah,
You know,
like
they were
Big
gonna kill
Ben,
you with their arms.
you know?
Yeah, Big Ben was another one. Even though Big Ben, I mean, early in his career, late he kind of fell off a little bit with his
Yeah.
scrambling skills. But early in his career, yeah, I don't know. I like him. Shedeur's going crazy. He has crazy numbers.
Yep.
Obviously, I know Coach Prime is going to put these boys in position to win. I already mentioned that Travis Hunter thinks that this guy's going to be high on the Heisman list. And of course, speaking of Travis Hunter, another player
Yeah.
on Colorado that is going crazy.
Yeah.
And I think that is also kind of on the back burner because, like I said, people are going to talk about the school, about them winning games. People are going to talk about Coach Prime, his presence, his culture. And then
Yeah.
we kind of get into Shedeur and Travis Hunter. And no offense to Colorado University, no offense to Coach Prime, but these two boys they
Yeah.
need their spotlight.
Yeah,
Because
they
what
do.
they're doing right now,
Different.
nah, it's
He's playing on both sides of the ball. Both sides of the ball. Like, that's insane. You're playing one of the tough positions on the defensive end in corner,
right.
and then you're going to go ahead on the offensive end and play wide receiver and kill. It's not
And kill.
like both sides of the ball, he's killing. Like, that interception late in that TCU game was critical.
And very acrobatic in my opinion. Yo, like my
Yes.
dude came out of like he wasn't even in my TV frame. Like I was like, yo, where'd this kid come from?
He honestly he read the quarterback's eyes and jumped on that slant. It was great. It was great to see. I hear a lot of chatter though. He's playing really well on both ends of the ball. Are we gonna put him in that Shohei type conversation this early? 2 games in, playing very, very effective on defense as a corner, and playing very, very lethal on offense as a wide receiver. Do we put him on that Shohei being a pitcher and being an outfielder and hitting the way he's hitting?
All right. So I didn't even know how to answer this, bro, because mind you, I've been on Travis for quite a while, maybe a year and a half, because he's been going around with this kid from YouTube named Destroying. Shout out to Destroying, by the way. Destroying, if you ever want to do an episode, let me know. We would love to collab. But Destroying does these football 101s throughout the country. Like, he'll just go city to city. He was here in Jersey, but I think it was like Central Jersey when he came. Like, it wasn't up here. When you come to Jersey, you got to come to the north, bro. You got to come to the the Newark Elizabeth area. It might be a
Yeah.
little scary, but we'll treat you right. Just hit us up, and
Yeah.
we'll guide you. We'll guide you. But he does these like 1-on-1 kind of tournament things, um, and whoever comes out at the end gets like $5,000 or $10,000 depending on what's the. But anyways, I'm saying all this to say Travis is always with him.
Uh,
And Travis sometimes lines up in the 1-on-1s. And I don't know if he does it for the money. He might be. Like, I'm not too sure. But for the shits and giggles, he's kind of like, he's just like, I'm going to go do this, right? It's killing.
yeah.
Killing. Right? So I started knowing about this kid, Travis Hunter. Right? Now, to your question, there's there's been a lot of players. There's been like Jabril Peppers. I don't know if people remember. He's on the Patriots now. Um, when he was in Michigan, he was like what is called the Joker. He played cornerback. He played linebacker. He played runner back. He played quarterback for Michigan when it was the Wildcat formation.
Golly.
Which I mean that kind of give or take because if you play runner back, you can do the quarterback on it. In the Wildcat formation. He played I said he played safety a few times too. Like he literally now Caleb is doing like you mentioned, and I'm not trying to water it down, right? Caleb, excuse me, wow. Okay. Travis Hunter, you said cornerback
Yeah, cornerback.
and wide receiver.
Yeah.
You can argue that the difficulty of both positions and also the importance of both positions. Someone like Jabril played every position. Now,
Yeah.
the thing is, and I think Hutchinson did too, if I'm correct. The thing is, which was also Michigan, which is crazy. You can argue if Jabril played each position at the level that this guy's playing.
Yeah.
Travis is playing wide receiver at a Heisman level,
Yeah.
cornerback at a Heisman level.
Yeah.
You know, again, no offense to Jabril, no offense to Hutchinson or any other player in college football history that has done this, right? Because I know there's other players that have done
Yeah.
both sides of the ball kind of thing. He's doing it where like I'm top 5, bro.
Yeah. He's
On
impacting
both
the
sides.
game.
So I like the Shohei comparison. I get it. You know, you pitch, you hit, homers, you know, all this fun stuff. I don't think it's necessarily fair though.
Yeah.
Only for the sense that, again, I'm not downplaying the high level play that you're making on both sides of the ball. But college, it's not like it's the first time that's been done.
Yeah.
You know, Shohei's also not the first time, but we can probably both agree, regardless of what Babe Ruth did, Shohei's the best. Like, Shohei's doing it. Babe Ruth, you never, well, you're dead. You can't even answer me. But you never played a Dominican.
Yo.
You never played a Rican. You never played a Cuban. This guy is pitching and hitting against Dominicans, Cubans, Ricans, No, I don't want to hear that. You know, and then on top of that, he's playing top-notch Americans too. Like, we're not gonna just disrespect like the Bryce Harpers and the no.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
list goes on, man.
yeah, for sure.
Like,
but it has. What I'm trying to say is it has been done in the college level. To this high capacity, probably not. Is it going to translate to the pro level?
Yeah. And
That's probably the question because Shohei, regardless of what he did, you know, in Japan, I don't know if he played in. I actually don't know if Shohei played in any university in Japan. Regardless of what he did then, he's doing it at a pro level. And then again, just like Travis, I get it. He's doing it at MVP/Cy Young levels.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Travis, I give you all the flowers in the world. If you want to continue doing this, I think you're doing great though. Keep doing what you're doing. You're gonna have my vote. I'm gonna be honest with you. If I could vote for the Heisman, you'll have my vote. But I would love to see this in the pro level if he actually wants to do this at the pro level. You know? I'm sorry, I probably spoke out of my ass. I don't know what you got to say in regards to the whole Shohei comparison.
It's very difficult because I feel like it's so early. It's very early to call it, but he's been playing so phenomenal. So it's like, how do you not make the comparison?
Yeah.
But I agree with you. I think just not doing it at the pro level, it's what's gonna hurt that debate. I do like the uniqueness of the two, but cornerback in the NFL level is ridiculous in itself. One-on-one ISO out there, you're on an island going against freaking Justin Jefferson and them boys, Cooper Kupp, like, good luck.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna go on the other side of the ball, and then you're gonna give somebody work.
Right. You're facing the tops of the top, you know.
And then you're gonna get some guys to then defend you. So it's it would be difficult. I would love to see it.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if that's been done before. And then the whole Shohei, I'm like, dude, if you just put pitching in itself by himself, he's top 5 pitcher in the league.
It's not even fair.
Then he's top 5 in hitting. Like, it's especially what he's doing this year with 40+ home runs. His ERA is at a 2. Like, that's insane at the pro level. I like the comparison. This is something he could look up to.
For sure.
Like, hey, I'm getting compared to Shohei. Like, I don't know if he knows Shohei. It's baseball. I get it. It's slow.
Yeah.
But this is very, like, if I get compared to Shohei, I'm like, damn, I'm playing at an elite level to get compared to this guy.
Well, sorry. I'm just going to add something to your point because you have great points. I think another good thing about everyone saying this is they already have all the recognition, but now you're trying to compare him to Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah.
Now everyone has to watch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're comparing this dude to Shohei Ohtani. And you could do it vice versa. Because again, Travis, you're doing amazing.
Yeah.
I do not want to downplay what you're doing.
Not at all.
You know, I don't want to downplay it because I'm saying that it's not the pro level. No, what you're doing is phenomenal. And even though I've said multiple dudes are doing it, it's not like everyone's doing it.
Yeah.
Only you're doing it, as far as I know, obviously in this season, and you're doing it at a high caliber.
Yep.
You know? But now we're putting the spotlight and saying, yo, we're comparing you to Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah.
That is big, bro.
That is something that
and that's probably fueling him.
Yeah, he's probably like, hey, let's get it, and as he should,
Yeah.
keep playing how you're playing, and I'm excited.
Word. I'm excited too, bro. I'm definitely gonna be. Obviously, it's a roll tide here, and even though we just lost to Texas, a big game for us, but
Yeah,
hopefully we can bounce back. But I'm definitely tuning into Colorado
yeah, I'm locking
every
in
week.
every Saturday. I'm
Yeah,
locking in.
and I might be making bets because you guys are covering every bet out there.
Yup,
Let me tell you.
yup.
Let me tell you,
I heard
Vegas.
Vegas lost.
Yeah, yeah. Vegas is putting up the numbers, and they're not liking it. I
Vegas
promise you that.
lost.
Um,
Their odds to win it all has changed. It's crazy.
to wrap it up, pause. To wrap it up real quick, I want to ask you one final question in regards to Travis. Right? Would you like and do you think he's capable of continuing this into the pro level?
Um, I feel that if we can get a couple more games under our belt to see if he can continue to do this at a high level, um, then me honestly, I would want to see it in the pro level. If it can translate, dude, he's gonna be a transcending player to go ahead, be a cornerback in the NFL, and then talk your smack
Yeah,
on
yeah,
defense,
yeah, yeah.
and then go on
And then
offense
like back it up on offense? Nah,
and run it up. Like that would have to be
it's
like
insane actually.
the best. Like I would love to do that. So if he can go ahead and do that at a high level, like why not?
I like that. I think I would like to see it. To answer my question, I would like to see that, and I do believe he could do it. I know it's a whole different beast. It's the pros.
Yeah,
He's probably gonna have to condition a little bit more, but I do see it in him. I do think he has the talent to do this in the
yeah,
pro level.
and he's got that go get it
Yeah.
attitude. So I like that
Oh
too.
no, no. I've seen. I think he has a podcast, or maybe it's on Twitch. But I seen a clip out there, and he's like talking. He's him,
Yeah,
and he got the mentality for it.
you got to be a dog to be
Yeah,
able to do that. So
for sure. I mean, I think that's it for the day. I don't got
yeah,
anything else.
let's go Giants, baby.
For sure. Let's go Patriots. Do your job. I know it's gonna be tough,
Where
but
you
hey,
at? Where you at?
hey. Um, as always, if you guys enjoyed this video, please like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. It will greatly, greatly help us out, and we truly appreciate it. We want to continue giving you guys great content, and with that, we love all the support you guys are giving us already, and we want you guys to continue supporting us
Yeah,
all the
yeah.
way. And also hit that notification bell so you never miss a hit. Until next time, we love y'all.
Peace.